patch is live for Marvel Snap. So we're seeing some balance changes and some other things. And it looks like Orca was added into Pool 4 as well. Let's get into the notes and just go over it. Now, these were leaked last week. Some of it is controversial. We're going to go over it. Plus, we're also going to go over the new bundle and whether or not it's worth it or not. It may be worth it for some people, but not a lot of people, actually. New patch highlights, new feature, artist credits. You now can tap on variant label above the credits in your collection to see information who the illustrators are. General updates. The collection view automatically filters to your favorite variants when editing a deck. When cards trigger each other in a loop that lasts too long, the game will now fast forward to the end of the loop. We're looking at you, Wong, on Sonic, Mystique, Heart, Ironheart. Yeah, just go and go and go and go. So that's going to be nice. Orca's issue has been fixed, and now the card is in Series 4. So this is a card similar to that of Namor. It's in the same vein. 6 cost, 9 power, ongoing effect, 5 power if this is your only card here. Okay, so that'll be in Pool 4. Then for new players who want to jump in, wow, we're releasing a one-time purchase pro bundle. Well, 12,500 credits and enough boosters to upgrade 8 cards to common to infinity. And they're referring to this right here. Now, what this is basically a 2,500 credit bonus. So, like, if you spent $100 on 8,000 gold, and then you took the time, which is like 9 days or so, like, you know, just refreshing these, which would take 9 days, then you would get 10,000 credits. So this is doing two things. It's allowing you to do it all at once for $100 and then you get 2,500 credits. So some people are doing this because they want to get through Pool 3 faster. And if you were already spending gold on doing this, this is a better deal. Is it worth it? I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like it's worth it. I don't think I'm going to do this. I'm quite content. You know, I'm already through Pool 3, so I'm not going to be purchasing this at all. You know, I don't think, unless there's something changes, I don't think I'm going to be doing this at all. There's also another bundle right here for 3,000 gold, which has 1,500 credits. And this is literally just for the art. Sabretooth, White Tiger, and Kraven. So if you like the art on these cards and you like exclusive variants and exclusive cosmetics, that is great. White Tiger does see play in Yon Wong, Odin on reveal decks. I don't see a lot of people playing Sabretooth or Kraven, but definitely White Tiger. So neither of these bundles are of high interest to me. This first one makes sense if you just like art. This second one here makes sense if you were already purchasing $100 bundles of gold. Try to get through your Pool 3 quicker, and this will do that for sure. All right. Reserves now reward different amounts for collector tokens once you collect all Series 3 cards. The individual amounts vary from 200 to 600 instead of only 400. However, the token earning rate remains the same. I made an entire video about this, and I'm going to just touch upon this a little bit here. There's some different posts here. Variable reinforcement is why Marvel Snap is changing collector's tokens from 200 to 600. Basically, it's a method in which results are distributed randomly. The unanticipated rare rewards that exceed your expectation cause your dopamine response system to fire, telling you to something and get more of it. Same system that animals use to survive. So this, I believe this is the reason. And then Ben Brode made a comment when asked, if you're actually going ahead with this 200 to 600 token random box, then they are. I need to know if Ben Brode's comment means, for example, you always gain 4,000 tokens over each bucket of 10 series over 3 caches, or does it mean that you should, on average, keep gaining 400 collector tokens per cache if you actually track your token drops into the heat of the death of the universe? Thank you in advance. And he actually says it's the latter, but it's not the heat of the death of the universe. For example, we take a 200, 300, 400, 500s and shuffle them up. I think we actually take multiples of them, so there might be 2 or 3 copies of each in there. So if they drop every 4 boxes, then you will have exactly averaged exactly 400 tokens after 32 or something boxes. I don't know, clear as mud, but it sounds like over time you should average 400 tokens. And there, you know, what this post here is saying is that this is just to get your dopamine system firing or whatever. I had a more nefarious theory, tinfoil theory, which referred to patents made by Kabam, where that they can manipulate the odds on these boxes to favor certain players based on past spending behavior. And there was also a video on the internet where a industry lawyer said that other games are actually doing this. So whether or not that's true, I don't know if it's knowable. It's just not knowable, and it's tinfoil hat conspiracy theory type stuff. Back to the patch notes. We get some new sounds and some new card sounds. I kind of want to hear this for Arrow. Card updates. Arrow is getting dropped down to 5.7. Galactus 6.2. And something else about Galactus. Actually, I just want to say this. Like, a lot of people ask me, do you have any collector tokens that you kind of regret? I kind of regret getting Thanos. I kind of wish I would have done Galactus. And they actually said that they are working on a special animation for Thanos. Do you have any special plans for adding special effects on Thanos, or even animation like the one Galactus has? Yes, we're working on this. I think one of the things that really drew me to Galactus with the gameplay is just the real cool animation, and it'd be kind of nice if Thanos had that as well. The Thanos deck is fine if you want to get Thanos. I just didn't. I felt like it was a novelty. It was pretty cool to play for a couple days, and that was that. I lost interest in it pretty quickly. Leader going from 6.4 to 6.3. So this was controversial. Most people felt like this was not enough. There were some comments about this on Twitter. A lot of people were asking him, is this true? Is this enough? Oh my God, you didn't nerf Leader. And then I just want to read what his comments were about that. Leader's effect is proving to be very frustrating to many players and polarizing inactivity to lock down games and discourage playing some other 6-cost cards. We're taking a bit of power away from him now and exploring further changes with the card in the future. And then he goes on to explain, the last sentence is not intended to mean we may or may not change him again. It's intended to mean we are determining exactly which change to make. So to me, that means that they're going to make some additional change, hopefully with the mechanics wise. I think a lot of people were hoping they'd do something like copy cards only in locations you didn't play in, or something like that. We will have to see. Other things worth noting, Nova went from 1.2 to 1.1. I kind of wonder why they didn't do Iceman. Iceman seems to be one of the better one-cost cards. I think Sunspots also, but Nova actually kind of surprised me, and they said that Nova I guess was overperforming. I guess I don't have the dip. Now, this is kind of interesting. Drax and Groot are getting changes on reveal. Right now, they're 4/4. Opponent caves a card here, get 4 power. Now they're making them, they're basically taking a power, adding a power to the baseline stats, and they're taking it away from the on reveal. Now, I think that might actually be good, and a lot of circumstances more consistent to get the 5 power. Also, that would synergize better with like Shuri, if you're playing Shuri in that type of deck. So I think Drax will get more use, and that is better. His base stats are 5, and he gets +3. Groot, same thing. He's going to be a 3/4 baseline stats, and then he's going to get +2 power. And then we've got some buffs that keep going. Hazmat extra power, Black Cat extra power, Nakia extra power, and that's fine. And then location update. Oscorp will no longer swap cards if Professor X is there. Raft and Vibranium Mines text-only updates. I don't know what that is. Warrior Falls, thank goodness, will appear less often. Now, we're going to go over some of the bug fixes, and then we're going to wrap up the video. Localization improvement for some titles. Fix an issue that would cause players to get kicked out of games with Black Panther activated many times in a turn. This has happened to me. Fixed an issue that caused some card buffs not to be added if there were multiple doubling effects active at the same time. I haven't seen that. Activating no longer causes game locks to get stuck. Thank goodness that it doesn't take long for the game to close out the app and restart it. I can't tell you the number of times I've closed the app and restarted the app on this particular location. Fixed an issue that causes shop timers to break if you change device time. Power values larger than 2 digits no longer display stretched. Fixed an issue where certain locations still in the game, such as Warrior Falls and Gamma Labs. I saw this a lot happen with like Warrior Falls and Bucky Barnes. But anyways, hopefully they got that fixed down. Deadpool now displays power correctly if destroyed while temporarily buffed. Updated carousel for season pass to say season pass instead of battle pass. Fixed an issue that caused certain cards to display stretch textures if upgrading to uncommon at the end of the match. Updating time store to grant energy even if it's destroyed. Time stone. Okay, so that makes the Thanos deck a little better. I have to check that out. Isle of Silence visual effect no longer split. The title page scroll down goes to the correct direction. Fix an issue in the reward claim tutorial that could result in a player getting stuck. Reposition this was kind of annoying. Sort filter button on iOS. Tapping location 2 after they activates no longer displays a random card instead of a location preview. Yeah, that was weird. There's just weird bugs, man. They're on top of fixing these things. Remove the navigation bar from showing on certain screens where it should not. The fast upgrade section should no longer disappear from the shop. Buy buttons no longer disappear if you purchase variant in the shop and the shop refreshes. One of the things that was always kind of annoying is like when you get a card from White Queen from your opponent, it goes into a weird place and you have to reorganize it. That's kind of annoying. Hopefully they fix that one. Season Pass Spotlight variant text no longer overlaps with the card itself. Edit turn button should no longer show 1-6 then 0-6 when the 1-6 again at the start of a match, and then fixed an issue which caused players sometimes to get stuck into the loading bar. We're not going to go over the known issues, but they are working things. The other thing I'm kind of hoping for is that right now the Steam client is in the up-down. They said someday it's going to be in the left-right. I'm kind of hoping for that because it'll make streaming the video. And then also later on in this patch, they're going to have some sort of battle mode, which they talked about at the beginning of the season. I'm very much looking for that, where you can actually play your friends and have maybe tournaments and things like that. There's going to be a whole scoring system and everything like that. What do you think of this patch? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye for now.
Take your time, not in the fast lane. I understand that you've been broken too many times, but I'll be waiting to mend your wounds from all you've taken. But if we listen to each other, admit our mistakes, then